Guys, we're shouting right now today. Zero!
Do you have to start the video now?
Yeah. No. I think you're talking about my babysitter.
Does she have an infinite lists hoodie?
Yeah. It's just not infinite lists merch. It just has an infinite logo on it.
Oh, yeah, then that's her. Pink infinite logo?
Here's regular.
Was it a pink infinite logo?
Yeah.
Okay, then invite me to that one.
Yeah, and that's my babysitter. She's 14.
Did you invite me to that one?
Yeah. I see you got that new Mercedes.
Wait, how is she looks like she's like almost as tall as me. How is she 14?
Hey.
I just got a new PS4 for Christmas. Here it is.
My game's frozen.
I just got a new PS4 for Christmas. Here it is.
Wait, I have to get my skin back? Is that what happens to you? Okay, reset. I'm stuck. Oh, there.
You need your... What the heck?
What the heck? Dress up. Go shopping. How do I take off all my stuff? No?
Go to touch. Let me do touch screen. Okay. Richie.
What?
You got... let me just do it for you.
Delete all the stuff. I'm telling you.
Oh, you can't delete this. You cannot delete print.
I can't.
It's just how it works.
What? Okay. Oh, I think my game is dead. Where am I at? Dress up. Cool. Shopping. I know where to hide. You want to play now?
I want you to watch YouTube.
What'd you say?
I want to watch YouTube. That's what I said.
Copyright. Wait, we can watch YouTube on my Chromebook because that's not copyright.
So they can't hear it?
No, they can hear it. It's because the screencast-o-matic is for copywriting. So, look. Come. No.
I've already started the video.
Hey, don't kick me.
Then don't play with my screen.
Honestly, we should have used a con, but we got distracted.
Honestly, we've been together for a while, so...
Getting tested...
Perfect. Perfect time to pause it. That's so funny.
Try not to say wow. Part 2. In part 1, I asked you guys to take photos of yourselves of what you look like when you smell something good and something bad. So, like this is like wow. Dang, look at them faces, though. Oh, jeez. I mean, this makes you say wow. I mean, dang.
Wi-Fi
In
am I on?
part 1, I said wow like 50
Oh my God, what Wi-Fi am I on?
times. So this time, I'm not gonna say it at all. Because I'm a gangster. Okay, I'm not gangster. I'm trying to be. All right. Tried to be, and it didn't quite work out. I sent in my application to be a gangster, and I got rejected 3 times. But everybody, please comment down below your favorite show, favorite TV show, or favorite Netflix show, or favorite YouTube show besides mine. All right, and get some of the dang Matt Smith. Get that out of here merch. First link in the description below. Got the boy, you better, yeah, man. And we got family friendly hoodies, so get that, check it out. Oh, no. Now, let's go ahead and get into this try not to feel, wait. Not try not to feel, no, wait. The try not to say wow challenge part 2. Here we go. Okay, number 1. Oh, no, don't do it, man. Don't do it. This is confusing. I'm not even saying wow. I'm just like, well, okay, I said wow. That doesn't count, though. That doesn't count. Dang, Tony Hawk, what kind of half pipe is this? This bro is about to skate all. Man, I want to swim with things that can sting me. See, this is why I say my black audio.
I'm gonna watch Extreme Trends. What are you gonna watch?
Hey, take a Bud Light seltzer.
Yeah, sure thing.
What's this?
It's Bud Light Seltzer.
Extreme Trends presents Police Find a Life-Size
Hey,
Doll
stop.
in a strange man's home. Then make a gruesome discovery. Before we begin, do us a favor and click that like button. Also,
You're not.
subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be inspired by these heartwarming stories every day. Pediophobia is an intense and irrational fear of dolls. Automatophobia, on the other hand, is a phobia where a person is afraid of all humanoid objects, like those of mannequins, robotic figures, marionettes, dummies, and even wax figures. There's this famous place where people can see eminent personalities. They are precisely and accurately shaped and honed like they are real when people see them in person. The Madame Tussauds Museum. While many people are in awe with how the figure was made to really resemble their famous counterparts, however, a man in Russia didn't really do an excellent job in doing so. Anatoly Moskvin would be deemed as any other average author and academic in his native Russia. He's an expert in the history of cemeteries, and he is a highly respected man that's unlikely for him to be thought of doing something out of this world behind closed doors. Author and academic Anatoly Moskvin is a 45-year-old childless man who is a native from Russia. He definitely seemed like a perfectly healthy individual and was highly respected. However, stranger things are coming his way when he least expected. It was just a typical day when the cops came to him to ask for his help with a case that they were working on at the time. A suspicion then came to them after seeing his apartment, so they decided to search through the small home after a couple of days. At first glance, the apartment seemed nothing unusual. What made it a bit clothing that the sizes only fit a child's body. That's how the suspicion ignited for the authorities. What the cops found out during their search became a more alarming thing for them. They came upon a room full of dolls, and each was carefully positioned around the floor and on furniture. What's more is that they looked like they were thoroughly and uniquely dressed. What the cops didn't know is that what they discovered can most likely be compared to a Matryoshka doll. It is a set of 7 wooden toys, each decreasing in size after opening each one of the dolls. Like what the cops had put themselves into, they slowly uncovered Anatoly's dark secret. The police had just opened the start of a Matryoshka doll, and their still more left to be opened and revealed. After seeing all the freakish dolls, the next thing that completely filled their cup of suspicion was the unpleasant smell that the dolls were exuding. They went for a closer inspection and were more horrified by what they saw. They quickly went into the last piece of Matryoshka doll, which was the most shocking revelation of what their sudden inspection came to be. It wasn't just any bizarre-looking doll. The cops then realized the dolls were real and mummified bodies of girls and young women. Upon discovering the man's disgusting secret, they immediately arrested him, and his secret was made known to the entirety of Russia. It was revealed that Anatoly, for almost a decade, was going to cemeteries in the dead of night to dig up the corpses of girls and young women who had been recently laid to rest. After that, his story was even dug deeper. At his home, he will try to mummify them, but if in case it didn't meet his expectations of how the corpse should look like, he would return it to their respective graves. His process of embalming involves rubbing baking soda and salt over the skin, and then he'd dress them. After being busted of his hideous and unbelievable crime, Anatoly thought denying the wrongdoing would be futile, so he just cooperated with the authorities. He went on to confess that he had dug up more than 150 bodies over those years. Only 29 of them were kept by him. As more details surfaced, he was tagged the doll maker, due to each mummy having a mask made out of wax and even painted with nail polish. It doesn't just end with them being displayed or to just be a collection. Still, he also dresses them for tea parties and birthdays, even going further for having some of them with speaking mechanisms to become more realistic. Anatoly's obsession with mummies was questioned by the authorities, and the reason behind the cryptic deed originated from his personal story of how he lost his dear friend named Natalia when he was just 13 years old. That painful episode of his life didn't just end there, but it made a lousy imprint on his life when his group of friends incredibly forced him to kiss the dead girl. Natalia Shardomova was the mother of one of Anatoly's mummified dolls. Olga was her 10-year-old daughter, and he came to recognize the girl while watching a story on the news. Even though the crime he committed didn't harm anyone, it was still a disturbing matter for other people, especially to the victims' families. Anatoly was deemed unfit for trial by state prosecutors and was instead confined to a psychiatric institute for medical treatment and rehabilitation. Like what the cops discovered in Anatoly's small apartment, it's hard to think that a person can really do such a twisted thing in spite of looking like a normal, innocent being. What's worse, he took those people who should have been put to rest and never be brought back to life once again as his victims. Their mortal bodies should be respected and allowed to be at peace, not become a collection for someone else. It's great that this nuisance was put to a stop by the cops. Now the families of those departed can have peace of mind. Thanks for watching until the end. Be sure to tap the next videos for more unbelievable stories right here
Okay,
on
I'm gonna
Extreme
end
Trend.
this video here, guys. Bye.